Over to you, Andy.
Thanks very much, Janice. So, welcome everybody. Merry Christmas. Great to see so many people here this year, but we've got more awards to give out, haven't we? So, I'm not surprised that there's not more people on the call this morning. So, 199 nominations we've had this year. Unbelievable. Second only to Scotland. And yes, they are a country. So, we'll take that. But it's been fantastic. The amount of nominations we've had come in, and it's not just the amount, it's the quality that we've had this year as well. It has been absolutely brilliant. And the panel met last week, and it was such difficult decisions to make, but we have got there. We have got our winners, and we have got our finalists. We're very fortunate that we've got the LTA President Sandi Procter with us today. Give us a wave, Sandy. Brilliant to see you. Whistle Stop Tour in East Kent. About 5 clubs yesterday and some 5 clubs today. So you might be seeing not Santa on the travels, but Sandi Procter in Kent today. But we've also got Nigel Jordan, LTA board member and chair of Kent Tennis. Hi, Nigel. Good to see you. They're sharing a laptop today. We've got Keith Gill, LTA councillor. Keith. Excellent. We've got Paolo. Where's Paolo? Excellent. Paolo's in his room. And we've got Anna Wilson as well joining us today. Good to see you, Anna. So they'll be giving out or mentioning the winners and the finalists as we go. We've all got our names to read out. So we'll start with Paolo first, if that's okay. And we're going to start with the Junior Performance Player of the Year. Paolo, take it away.
It's big reveal.
No.
Has he frozen? He's got the big reveal and then he's frozen.
The Junior Performance Player of the Year is Lois Newbury.
Yes. Well done, Lois. So, Lois, so she won all her rubbers in the County Cup in the under-18s girls team. She played number 2 for Kent women this year. And Kent then finished national runners-up. So, well done, Lois Newbury. Superb. Right, over to me for the next one. And this is the joint Junior Performance Team of the Year. And we've given it to 2 teams. We've given it to the Kent Girls Under-18s team and the GB Junior Wheelchair team. Well done. So GB Junior Wheelchair team, 3 of the 4 players of this team come from Kent, and they are the Junior World Champions, which is a fantastic feat. Well done. And that's fantastic from Matt, Ruben and Lucas. Well done, guys. That's just brilliant. And then the girls under-18s team won a tough group to gain promotion back up to Group 1. So that's just fantastic news again. Lois Newbury playing in that team. So well done. We've got joint winners this year for Junior Performance Team of the Year. Brilliant. So next we have Nigel Jordan, and we've got the Adult Performance Player of the Year.
Good morning, everyone. So the Adult Performance Player of the Year is Alice Gillen.
Fantastic. Brilliant. If I can just try and read some information on Alice, if I have it. So Alice has won, she's had the best year, WTA ITF Tour, reaching a career high world ranking of 466. Consistently played as a Kent women's number 1. National champion 6 times in 8 years. In the Winter County Cup, and again as for Kent, were the national runners-up. She keeps winning too. Beyond Kent, Alice was one match away from the Wimbledon wild card this year, losing a close match in the playoffs. She has won 2 ITF W15 single events, been runners-up in 3, gone deep into draws at a higher level too, and is the highest-ranked tennis player to represent Kent this year. So that's fantastic, Alice. Well done. Right, now we move on to Adult Performance Team of the Year, to be read out by Keith Gill.
Morning, everybody. So the Adult Performance Team of the Year is, in fact, we have joint winners. We have the men's over 75s team and the men's over 80s team. And I should have a special mention for Keith Clark, who captained both teams and was unbeaten in all his rubbers. So absolutely fantastic performance. So congratulations both to Keith and to the teams.
Brilliant. Well done. Well done, Mr. Clark. Well done. Excellent. Thanks very much, Keith. Now we turn to Sandy. We've got Junior Club Player of the Year, Sandy.
Okay, here I am. Lovely to be here, everybody. I'm going to announce the Junior Club Player of the Year. We have one winner. It is Alice Moffat from Chipstead Place Tennis Club. Well done, Alice.
Well done, Alice. So, as I say, from Chipstead Place Tennis Club, unbeaten in Division 1 of the National League, again part of the under-18s girls team. She's been rising high in the counties and to the road to Wimbledon. Dedicated training, fitness, commitment, and a willingness to do whatever necessary to get to the next step. So looks like she's got the commitment there to go far within the county teams and hopefully the road to Wimbledon. So very well done, Alice. Superb. Thank you very much. Now, Nigel, moving over to you. If you can read out Adult Club Player of the Year.
So the Adult Club Player of the Year is Thomas Eastwell from Y Tennis Club.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So I know we've got Margot, Thomas's mum, on the line. So Thomas has got Down syndrome and he came to our deaf tennis event about 8 months ago in Rochester, King's School. And that was run by Jim Barton, who's on the call at the moment, and Vanessa Oakes also. Never picked up a tennis racket before. Absolutely natural with a tennis racket. Found out that they both live near Ashford. So I rung up Graham Sutherland at Y Tennis Club, who was happy to have Thomas down there. Free coaching for Thomas was given, free membership as well. And he's represented Y Tennis Club at 2 tournaments this year, 2 learning disability tournaments, one in Canterbury, an orange ball tournament where he won it, and an LTA sanctioned tournament only a couple of months ago at Bromley Tennis Centre, where he finished runners-up. So that's absolutely fantastic from a 33-year-old man, never picked up a tennis racket before, overcoming all those barriers to play, and he absolutely loves the sport, lives for tennis now. So that's brilliant. Well done, Thomas, and well done, Margot. Excellent. Anna, over to you, Adult Club Team of the Year.
Morning, everybody. Adult Club Team of the Year. And I'm extremely proud to announce it's the Sundridge Park Men's National League team. This is a phenomenal achievement. They won their division first of all without losing a rubber, and then went and culminated by playing at the payoff at the Hurlingham Club with much support from Sundridge members, and it was really a great event. It's the first team for many years. I believe there's only a handful this century that have got through to playing in the Premier Division, so a really excellent result.
Good.
Well done. Well done, Sundridge Men's 1 team.
It was cool.
I think I think even Mark's got a
Yeah,
smile on his face there.
the Zoom call from the tennis.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah,
We
like
now.
loads of us. Just seeing who's won the awards. Right Room's got 7 nominations.
We've got their
Right.
microphone on and we can hear them.
Yeah, turn your microphones off if you can. That'd be fantastic. Right, we now move on to the LTA Awards. First up is Sandy again with the Kathy Sabin Volunteer of the Year. If I just give you some context around that. So the Volunteer of the Year has made significant voluntary contributions worthy of recognition, has helped tennis or padel to be more welcoming, enjoyable and inspiring, and has shown creativity, passion and initiative in their volunteering. Sandy, over to you, Volunteer of the Year nominations.
Thank you, Andy. I'm delighted to announce the finalists for this one. This is a hotly contested award, both in the county and nationally. And our finalists are James Brown of Whitstable Tennis Club, Sharon Chastang of Canterbury LTC, and Andy Hanks of the Sundridge Park Club. Well done.
Superb. Well done, you three. That's fantastic. James Brown does so much around walking tennis. He goes to other clubs and shows other clubs how to set that up, how to play the game. It's brilliant to have him nominated. Sharon does so great work at Canterbury, has done for years and years, and the club's absolutely flown, especially the last couple of years where they've put in planning for padel, extended the clubhouse, and the amount of inclusive activity they go on at their club is great. And Andy does so much work around competitions. So just brilliant. 3 worthy finalists there. That's fantastic. Paolo, if I could ask you to come in to do Coach of the Year, and again, some context around Coach of the Year. So we're looking at, they run their successful coaching program within tennis or padel that demonstrates participation growth, inclusion, and diverse audiences. Safeguarding standards need to be high, demonstrates evidence of best practice on court coaching alongside adopting LTA programs that drive participation, demonstrates outstanding commitment and ongoing professional development, and supports and develops others through leadership, teamwork, and being a positive role model. So, Paolo, if you could give us the Coach of the Years, please.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andy. So the finalists for this hotly contested category as well are Danny French from Dan James Tennis, Nick Skelton from the University of Kent, and Valentina Ikanu from Twist Fizz.
Brilliant. All worthy finalists. They are fantastic. Dan James, Danny French just does so much work at a park court in Chatham. Started walking tennis. Great initiative with Black Mums. Brilliant. Nick Skelton, obviously managing our wheelchair hub down there in the University of Kent, doing great work down there. Valentina, just an absolute firecracker for Twist Fizz. Does so much work in the inclusive areas, and the park courts are absolutely thriving that Twist Fizz run, and Valentina's doing great work there. So again, worthy winners. So me next, it's Performance Coach of the Year. And again, some context behind it. Holds LTA Accreditation Plus, made significant difference to a player or group of players over the last years, is a role model showing innovation, professionalism and integrity, and is committed to continuous personal and professional development. Performance Coach of the Year. And the finalists are Sun Kyon Lee from Kent University, Simon Grieve from Canterbury Polo Farm, Adam Rivoli from Chipstead Place LTC. Well done, all of you. Again, strong nominations there, strong finalists. So again, me next again. It's Club of the Year 1 to 4 courts. If you don't know, we split clubs up. Club of the Year will be 1 to 4 courts and then 5+ courts. So Club of the Year, what are we looking for? Club of the Year has a successful membership growth and retention, reflecting its welcoming culture and effective management, has outstanding community engagement, demonstrating the club's inclusivity and wide participation across all ages and abilities. Listen to the word of community. Community club works to provide high quality facilities all year round to members and players, is a strong club and coach relationship leading to excellent coaching and player development with programs nurturing all levels. Club of the Year 1 to 4 courts award is Kemsing LTC, Kings Hill Tennis Club and Play Padel Deal. Well done, the finalists there. Yeah. Right, now moving on to Competition of the Year. Nigel Jordan, please.
5 club. Five club next, isn't it?
Is it
It's
5
a bigger club?
Sorry. Yeah.
Why we weren't ready at this end.
Yeah, that's my bag. That's Paolo. If you'd like to come in, this is Club of the Year, 5+ courts.
Fantastic. So Club of the Year, 5+ courts. The finalists are Blackheath LTC, Crescent LTC, and Hythe Tennis Club. Congratulations.
Brilliant stuff. Again, the high membership rates of Blackheath, very inclusive club. Fantastic to see them thriving, especially with all their match tennis and teams that they've got. Crescent LTC, and I know we've got Nick Baker on the call here. Excellent work. Paddle courts, pickleball, pay and play. The club's just transformed itself over the last couple of years under Nick's leadership. Brilliant to see. Hythe Tennis Club, Coach of the Year. Last year they had, the amount of inclusive activities they've got, walking tennis, involved with MenCap, offering coaching and a lot of subsidised memberships they offer as well. So definitely worthy finalists, all 3 of them. Brilliant. Right, Nigel, next up then with Competition of the Year.
Okay, so Competition of the Year.
Goodness.
The finalists are the Kent Padel Championships, the East Kent Championships, and the Kings Hill Pumpkin Cup. Well done.
So that's brilliant. Kent Padel Championships, is that the first time we've held it? So that's brilliant. And we held that at Square One Padel in Ashford. If you've never been down there, fantastic place. The East Kent Championships was an inclusive festival run by Canterbury LTC, learning disability, wheelchair, walking tennis, and that was held over a long weekend. I went down there and visited it myself, but brilliant to see. And Nick Wibley's done really well to organise that. Kings Hill Pumpkin Cup, what a name. I'm sure that was a barrel of fun. So well done, all 3 finalists there. Right, we move on to Official of the Year. Keith, and I'll just read some context regarding that. So holds an LTA official's licence, has shown an outstanding contribution to tennis or paddle and goes above and beyond their role, is a role model delivering high quality delivery and customer service, shows a commitment to ongoing learning with consideration to diversify and with inclusion. Over to you, Keith.
Thanks, Andy. So, the finalists for the Official of the Year award are, and this is a very, very strong category. We have Sophie Kitson, Siobhan Butler, and Francesco Pono. So congratulations to all three.
Sophie Kitson, University of Kent, does a lot of work around LTA tournaments, Wimbledon, Queens. Our very own Siobhan Butler, fantastic work, Siobhan, and definitely a contender for Christmas jumper and hat today as well. But honestly, the work that you've done, Siobhan, this year has been outstanding. Well done. And Francesco does a lot of Oakwood, but has expanded. I think he's only been a coach for a couple of an official for a couple of years, but done superb work. And I think he's set up the Northwest Kent Compete as well, which is 6 clubs around the Oakwood area, and they're all exchanging dates of their tournament. So well done, all three of you. So park venue of the year is next. This is down to me again to read out. So as I said, it's been a very strong category, this one again. So if I read out the winners, the finalists. So we have Gravesham Borough Council, Connaught, Deal and Dover, CIC, and Maidstone Road, Chatham. Well done. So Gravesham Council, again, doing a lot in the inclusive space, run by Sam White, who's on this call today. Free park tennis is now open at 3 of the park sites that they run. They've ran festivals, schools, junior schools festivals there. They've done disability tennis, and what is interesting is they've got all the Gravesham clubs, or given them the opportunity to run free park tennis and coaching at those clubs as well. So brilliant from Gravesham. Connaught, Deal and Dover, Karen Hodgson just goes from strength to strength with her parts. Mark Woods, and now Connaught Park. The work and the effort that Karen puts into the park tennis is just shown over and over again. So well done to you, Karen. And then Maidstone Road, Chatham, run by Danny French, Dan James. Again, spoke earlier about the walking tennis he's got up and running, free park tennis, the Black Mums initiative that he's done as well. So all three worthy finalists. Well done. Right. The next one is Tennis Opened Up. That will be read by Keith Gill. And if I put some context around that, first of all, if I may, Keith.
Sure.
Right. So Tennis Opened Up creates safe, welcoming and inclusive environments in community, tennis or padel settings, removing barriers to participation, uses creative approaches to engage underrepresented groups, makes tennis or padel fun, accessible and relevant, helps connect people to further opportunities, demonstrates clear social impacts, improving lives, increasing engagement and connecting communities through tennis or padel. Over to you, Pete.
Thanks, Andy. So the Tennis Opened Up Award finalists are the Kent Tennis EDI Mentors, Age UK, and Adam Brownsword at Canterbury Tennis Club. Congratulations to all three.
Kent Tennis Mentors, we have 5 in Kent. You clubs out there, coaches have access to them. They're doing great work out there. The amount of initiatives that they've set up over the last 2 years has been brilliant, especially this year. It's just been a joy to see all their initiatives, and at the awards you will hear a lot more about them. South Kent Coast, Age UK, have done a lot of walking tennis with clubs locally on the Kent coast. Great to see. And then finally Canterbury, Adam Brownsword and what he does regarding his care home coaching and learning disability group that he's got there. Fantastic. Super. Right, now we move to Protect Where We Play. Nigel, if you'd like to come in on this one.
So, I'm trying to get this. Protect Where We Play. We have an outright winner, Paddle Box in Bermondsey.
Well done, Paddle Box. So this was a disused warehouse that they basically turned into a paddle venue, but used a lot of the original structure within it. So they tried to use and utilize as many internals as possible. So we thought this was definitely a worthy winner. So well done, Paddlebox Bermondsey. So we now go back to Sandi Procter, and if you'd like to deliver School of the Year, Sandi.
Thanks, Andy. This is a nice one. I'm going to enjoy announcing the finalists. They are Sedge Hill Academy from Beckenham, St John's Catholic Comprehensive School in Gravesend, and I was there yesterday with Andrea, and they were just the loveliest group of girls that I met there, and Sholden Church of England Primary School in Deal. Well done, all of those schools. One primary school and 2 secondary schools, which is a great mix. Well done.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Sandi. We now move to University of the Year, and Anna Wilson, come on in.
I have a slight technical issue here. Just a second. Can you see me, Andy?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's fine then. University of the Year. Well, you've heard already so much about what's been happening at the University of Kent, and they are the outright winners. They do a fantastic disability programme, amongst other things, and yeah, fantastic result there.
Super. Thanks very much, Anna. So we now move on to Young Person of the Year. And again, a bit of context around young person, aged between 14 and 24. Positive role model, has inspired people from a range of backgrounds, has shown initiative, creativity and dedication in their involvement, has demonstrated a commitment to their personal development. And we have Sandi reading that one, please.
Okay. Thanks, Andy. Another one I'm delighted to be announcing, the young person, one of my favourites. So the finalists are Jamie McRae from Infinity Tennis. He apparently Infinity Tennis is in a number of clubs, and 3 different clubs nominated Jamie. So well done, Jamie. Michael Richardson from Mark Wood Recreation Ground in Deal, and Roxanne Dougal from the University of Kent. Fabulous. Well done.
Well done, you 3. Right. We now come to the last one, Lifetime Achievement, to be read out by Nigel, but I'll put some context around that. Has contributed in 1 or more tennis venues or communities over 30 years, has helped make tennis more welcoming, enjoyable and inspiring, has shown strong teamwork or leadership, has adapted and supported the game as it has evolved. Nigel, if you can tell us who the finalists are.
So, finalists for the Lifetime Achievement Award are Jim Barton from Jimmy's Tennis, that's in Finsbury, Hilary Casey from Hythe Lawn Tennis Club, and Des White from Kemsing Lawn Tennis Club. Well done, you 3.
Superb. Thanks very much, Nigel. Well, that brings our awards reveal to an end. A lot to get through. As you could tell, I've got a bit of a dry mouth now. But Janice, can I hand back to you?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Thank you, Andy, and congratulations, big congratulations to all our finalists. Information will be sent to you over the next couple of days regarding the presentation event. So do look out for that email, which will come from Emma. We've obviously wanted to do a Christmas attire competition here today. So we have got some finalists. So I'm going to announce the finalists in the Christmas attire competition. And our finalists are Andy Kangler, Andrea Kitchener, Siobhan Butler. And I think that's it. So we got 3 finalists, as with the awards. And our winner is Andrea. So well done, Andrea. Some tennis balls will be coming your way. Thank you. So thank you, everyone, for dressing up and taking part. Those of you that did. Those of you that didn't, don't worry. We still love to see you. So just before you all do leave, we'd like to tell you about our next coffee morning, which will be on Tuesday, the 20th of January, where we will give in information and hopefully some helpful hints on how to run successful open days within your park venue or your club. So do please join us in January when we come back. If anyone's got here on the group wants to share anything with us today, we're happy to have for you to showcase anything that really happened over the last month in your club with us. So has anyone got anything they'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, hi.
Hilary, yes, over to Hilary in Hive.
Just to say that every year we have, since we became a registered charity, we have a nominated charity each year. This year, it's the Dementia Awareness Forum in Hive. And we've just literally, with our chairman's challenge that's got to go into it, we've just knocked over £3,000, which is really good news. We've only ever reached 1,500 before, so 3,000 is an amazing figure. And we're looking forward to seeing Sandy this afternoon.
Well done.
Hilary, have you got the red carpet out?
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you as well. And well done, Hilary. That is a good news story, especially coming close to Christmas. Graham Sutherland, did you want to come in?
Yes, already. I'm sorry I was late joining. It goes to show the networking of the LTA, because it was through Andy and his disability tennis that he put us in touch with a lad called Thomas Eastwell, who some of you may know. He's psychosomatic, he's Down syndrome.
Graham, you've got a bit of feedback there. You've got a lot of feedback.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better, much better.
Okay. Yeah, he's Down syndrome, psychosomatic, and deaf, and he was recommended to us by Andy. And as Andy knows, this Thomas, he's like a natural. And he came down to Ashford. We gave him a lesson, and since then the club had been paying for a weekly lesson for Thomas. He's doing so well, and his mum said it's made such a huge difference to him. So I'll just let you know that. The other thing was that it goes to show how people can change their minds, because years ago when I first took over as chairman of Wye Tennis Club, everyone was against the tennis club. Even we only had 2 rundown courts. They wouldn't approve of us building a clubhouse. Now here we are, 20 years later, and now everyone loves us. So you do have to overcome these obstacles. And this year, I mean, our policy has always been to make tennis user-friendly and make it as cheap as possible. And our business plan is based on make it as cheap as we can. And this year we've given £7,000 worth of grants to local community projects, including the school and everyone else. So it goes to show the goodness of tennis for that. Anyway,
thanks.
Why?
Thanks, Graham. Well, I mean, Thomas has got our adult club player of the year, and I know Thomas's mum's. Yeah, he's got our adult club player of the year, and we've put down he comes from Y Tennis Club. So well done, Graham. That's fantastic. And Thomas's mum's on this call as well, Graham. So again, you've just reiterated again what I said earlier. You know, it's just brilliant that you know he's had all these barriers, but you know, just sport is the winner here for him. And what it's done for him, so it's brilliant news, fantastic. Margot, would you like to just come in and just say, I know Thomas isn't here, but just what tennis has brought to him, Margot? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but please come in and say a few words.
You're on mute, Margot.
Can you take Margot off, Janice?
There. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah.
I'm such a technophobe, it's frightening. Yeah, as you said, Thomas went to a taster session in Rochester. He had himself made a New Year's resolution that he was going to try new things this year, because of his Down syndrome, autism, and everything else. He's very rigid and routine in what he does. But he said he was going to try new things. Then I saw this opportunity and I suggested it, and he said yes. I don't know whether you remember when we got there, he didn't want to come in. He came in hanging onto my arm, kept saying, I need to go home. I can't do this. I want to go home. And I said, no, we've got here. We said we're going to be here. We don't let people down. So come on, let's give it a go, even if you only manage 5 minutes. But he was given a racket, and 2 hours later, he was very disappointed to have to give that racket back. And yes, he's been given wonderful opportunities with Y, doing his coaching. Obviously, it was Andy and Vanessa who sort of got the ball rolling with that. And I haven't got him with me today because we've just gone through an awful 2 weeks with his psychosis, where he's been absolutely terrible. We've just got back into routine, and I didn't want to break that routine today for something that he possibly would find boring. But I will tell him what has happened. But even with his psychosis, he was up, ready at tennis. And I think when he's out on that court, anything else that's messing his head up is gone. He's just living for his tennis. And if I said, you know, you're not doing any of your other activities, but we're doing tennis 7 days a week, I don't think I'd get any negative words from him. He'd be ready. He's not the easiest to get up in the mornings, but for tennis, he's up, ready, bag, racket, shoes, drink, at the door. So yes, it's given him some amazing opportunities, and hopefully we'll continue to, you know, go on and move up or whatever. As long as he's enjoying it, then that's good by me. So thank you for everyone who's helped him.
Thank you, Margot, and thanks for just telling that story. That's brilliant. That's, you know, fantastic. Has anybody else got any good news stories at all, just to tell us? Charity events that you might be involved in, raising money, inclusive tennis that you're thinking about in the new year. Anything like that at all would be brilliant. Rob, can I ask you to come in with what we do on a Friday? Can I ask you that?
You can, Andy. Hi, everyone. I'm Rob Slager from Mepham Tennis Club. So on Fridays, we have what we call Free Tennis Fridays, which is a community outreach program for juniors. They range from age 4 up to about 15. And it's been a stunning success. We hold it over 3 courts, and we get up to 24 people in the good weather, which has understandably dipped a little bit in the colder and wetter weather. But yeah, it's fantastic. And within that, we have one child with learning difficulties. And Friday, he said he loves tennis to me when I was doing a one-to-one with him. And you kind of think that was just fantastic. Not just fantastic for him, but his mum was there and his siblings are there and they're enjoying their time when he's been given some individual attention. So it's really rewarding. It's rewarding for the club and it's rewarding for all the volunteers there. So it's a great success, and we hope to continuously build on it. And we're fortunate enough to have a little bit of sponsorship from, well, a very generous sponsorship from NFU, MEPM and Seven Oaks Agency to support the coaches who facilitate the free play. So yeah, it's a great success.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just goes to show you, just giving something back to your community, a community initiative, whatever that might be. You know, look outside your four walls of your club and just see what's around you. You know, you can start up walking tennis. You know, you might have a local SEND school. Can you get those into your courts? Can you offer them some form of coaching or take coaching to them? But as I said, try and focus on being that community club that you need to be. Yeah, Keith, please come in.
Thanks, Andy. Now, I just want to sort of echo a little bit of what Rob has said and say that from Kent Tennis's perspective, we're having a record sponsorship year. We're raising even more money, and it's actually very much thanks to all of you, because the stories that you give us to sort of talk to our sponsors about just resonates with them, and they just become so pleased to support all these wonderful things that you're all doing. So, you know, I want to sort of personally thank you, because it's made my job as the trustee who is responsible for this so much easier. So let's carry on, you know, the good work and raise even more money, because it's going to support so many more initiatives for next year. So thank you.
No, thank you, Keith. Yeah. Janice.
Yeah, I'd just like to give a plug about our Kent Tennis newsletter, which goes out to most of you. If you are not subscribed to our newsletter and you don't know what I'm talking about, then please do pop me an email and I'll sign you up so that you receive it. We've got an edition going out tonight, so great to include you in our distribution list. So do pop me an email after the call and I'll add you to the list to receive it. Is there any more good news stories out there for us?
Can I just say something? A good news story on the way, Janice. On Saturday, we have our annual Children's Father Christmas party at the club at 10 o'clock with games organised by myself. No, I'm not Father Christmas. Father Christmas will appear through the woods, those are new shooters. It's a very magical event. I think we just about got it under control. I think the clubhouse will be absolutely rammed on Saturday, judging by the number of people who said that they're coming. And we've opened it up to the community, not just to people who are members of the club. And it's become a really big focal point. And one thing which has struck me listening to people today, and I think it's very relevant in what's going on across the world, is that it's an event which brings everybody from all different cultures together. And that really inspires me, is what it's all about in driving sport forward, and particularly tennis, how it brings people from different countries, forget about anything else. They all come together, they all enjoy it. And Father Christmas doesn't speak English, by the way, which is rather magical. He has to have an interpreter to help him on his way. What a marvellous event. And I'd just like to finish by saying a very big thank you to all the volunteers across Kent, to all the volunteers in Kent itself, from Andy, who's led this magnificently today, to the board who provide all the initiatives that go forward. What a great year. And finally, a big thank you to Sandi for representing us right at the very top again for the 2 years. A splendid presidency coming to a conclusion now. You will sadly miss, but you're going on to the international tennis area, Sandi. Are you going into that?
I'm involved in Tennis Europe, yeah. Tennis Europe.
Well, Tennis Europe will go forward with your leadership, no doubt about that. So thank you very much to everybody involved in Kent Tennis. Thank you.
Well, Lucy had a hand up. Lucy, did you want to speak? Lucy Tribley, was you wanting to?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I'd just like to say a thank you on behalf of my daughter Ellen Tribley, who's a wheelchair tennis player, and say a big thank you to Keith Gill from Kent Tennis, and also to Graham Sutherland. Both have supported my daughter this year, and she's had a big year. She managed to get her GCSEs, and she's also been qualified for the US Open and played well there. And then she's not here at the moment because she's still asleep, because we just flew back from Florida yesterday from the Junior Masters in Florida. So thank you so much for all your support. It really is appreciated.
Well done.
When she wakes up, give her a big well done from Kent Tennis, Lucy.
I will. Thank you very much.
Right. Any more at all? No. Super. So keep your diaries free for the 7th of February, which is our awards event at the Avenue Tennis Club. And from Kent Tennis and myself, thanks for tuning in to the coffee mornings. If you can share the Kent Tennis news links and the coffee mornings with your committees, that would be absolutely fabulous in 2026. And I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
There was actually a couple more on the chat, but
read them out, Janice.
Yeah, let's go to the chat. Where did it say? Jim Barton, we have a Guinness World Record disability event being planned for 2026, late 2026. So keep an ear out on the updates. Jim, yes, we'd look forward to receiving that for our newsletter. Gravesham Pride in Tennis June event in June. They've got an event, and Andrea wants to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. So that's a couple of messages there. That's great. So if we end it now and wish you all a happy holiday and look forward to supporting you in 2026. We're going to...
Bye, everyone.